today. They say it's peace, but the pockets still cry. Yes, the leaders are smiling, the streets are complaining, and the price of bread just flew away. Hey, hey, wake up, Zimbabwe.
Good morning, Zimbabwe. In case you thought politics couldn't get any more dramatic, ZANU-PF just said, "Hold my scarf." Rumor has it that a constitutional application is being secretly cooked up in Bulawayo, not to stop Mnangagwa's 2030 dream, but to legalize it. Imagine staging your own defeat just to use it as a victory later. That's right. They allegedly want to file a fake case that will fail on purpose so the judgment can be used later as proof that extending ED's term was totally legal. Welcome to the new faculty of ZANU-PF University, where losing is winning and justice is a political tool. Human rights activist Mbuso of Ibhetshu Likazulu says he was approached by Sengezo Chabangu's lawyer, Thabani Mpofu, to be part of his legal team. At first, he didn't know it was a play directed by Itainduzo's team, the same political architects who allegedly drafted the script. But once he realized it wasn't a fight for democracy, but a rehearsal for dictatorship, he walked off stage. Smart man. Journalist Hopewell Chin'ono called it manufactured legitimacy, the idea of turning the courts into vending stores for political ambition. Even Thabani Mpofu, Zimbabwe's own legal terminator, stepped in to warn young lawyers not to sell their souls for a few headlines. In his words, some of these kids are competent bastards, but a few are terrorists loyal only to money and fame. Translation: stop lawyering for Lucifer. Meanwhile, Douglas Mwonzora got a taste of the 2030 spirit in Bulawayo when ZANU-PF branded vigilantes stormed his MDC offices. The goons were chanting 2030 inobudirira chete, the new slogan of democratic thuggery. Luckily, Mwonzora's bouncers managed to rescue him before the constitution got its next victim. So yes, the opposition is now literally under attack for saying 2028 should mean 2028. Back at Ibhetshu Likazulu, chaos reigns. Spokesperson Gifford Sibanda resigned, accusing his comrade Fuzwayo of going to bed with the ZANU-PF. A pressure group once feared by dictators now allegedly helps one sleep better at night. How times change, from fighting tyranny to proofreading its affidavits. Inside ZANU-PF, the 2030 fantasy has sparked a civil war of its own. Team ED wants more years on the throne, while Team Chiwenga, the generals with calendars, keep reminding everyone that 2028 was supposed to be the expiry date. A cabinet reshuffle is coming, and if you hear the word retirement, just know it's code for fired for having ambitions. But don't worry, Zimbabwe isn't all politics and plots. There is still music madness. The Nubian Notes all-female concert hits Harare this weekend, featuring Felinandi, Tammy Moyo, Gemma Griffiths, and more. Finally, a stage where women lead without asking permission from the patriarchy. The theme, Mambo Kadzi, the rise of a sound. A beautiful break from the noise of male politicians arguing about who gets to ruin Zimbabwe next. Elsewhere, rapper Gonzi has written to President Mnangagwa begging for help to recover $6,000 he lost to Prophet Magaya's bodyguard, the same one arrested last week. Gonzi says Magaya only refunded him $30 and a sermon about faith. Clearly, the prophecy didn't include a refund policy. And beyond Zimbabwe, the world is no less crazy. South Africa is now exporting soldiers instead of citrus. 17 citizens are trapped in Ukraine after joining mercenary forces. President Ramaphosa says they were lured, which is government language for "we have no idea how they got there." Most of them are from KwaZulu-Natal, where unemployment is so high, even foreign wars look like job opportunities. Pretoria promises to bring them home, after another committee meeting, of course. And Sudan's RSF says it is ready for a ceasefire again, the 23rd since 2023. They keep declaring peace like a bad New Year's resolution. Say it in January, forget it by February. Every pause in fighting lasts shorter than a Zimbabwean price freeze. And both sides now seem addicted to breaking promises faster than bullets travel. In Cameroon, Paul Biya, aged 92 and is still clinging to the presidency like a souvenir, has just been sworn in for his 8th term. That's not an election, that's archaeology. He's ruled since 1982, which means most voters have never known another leader. The government calls it stability, the opposition calls it stagnation. The rest of Africa calls it a cry for help. Donald Trump has also rejoined the World Drama Club, this time declaring that South Africa should be kicked out of the G20. He claims the country has gone bad, which is rich coming from a man who tried to storm his own democracy. Pretoria responded calmly, saying it will still host a successful summit. Translation: we are pretending not to care because we still want the investment deals. Trump won't attend anyway. He's sending J.D. Vance instead, possibly because he ran out of insults that rhyme with Africa. And finally, the award for Global Scam of the Year goes to Meta, the proud parent of Facebook, Instagram, and your aunt's fake WhatsApp messages. Internal leaks show that the company made nearly $16 billion last year from scam adverts and banned content. So, when you click win a free generator or pastor offers miracle investment, just know that you are not helping the poor. You are funding Mark Zuckerberg's next data center. Congratulations, you have just become an unpaid shareholder in global fraud. And in sports, Manchester United coach Ruben Amorim has admitted the club has made mistakes, mostly buying players who play like they are on lunch break. Cristiano Ronaldo says Amorim can't do miracles, and he is absolutely right. Turning United into title contenders again would need more than a tactical plan. It would need divine intervention, therapy, and maybe an exorcism. Amorim says he's focused on the future, but judging by United's form, the only thing they are running toward is another Europa League exit. So, as Zimbabwe rehearses its next constitutional twist and the world keeps recycling the same leaders, lies and loopholes, one thing remains certain. Truth may be out of fashion, but sarcasm never dies. This is Zimwaves TV, where we turn politics into plain comedy and power into punchlines. Don't just watch, subscribe, share, and keep laughing through the madness.